keeping you informed everywhere. KSBY News starts right now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Karina Corral.
And I'm Richard Gearhart. In January, we told you about a new California law that allows pet stores to sell cats and dogs only if they're from a rescue organization or shelter. But since then, we've received complaints from viewers who say several local pet shops are still selling purebred puppies for thousands of dollars. KSBY's Kelsey McFarland investigated and found puppies that could be coming from what animal advocates call fake rescue shelters.
Animal Kingdom, which operates in Santa Maria, Pismo Beach, and Grover Beach, sells a variety of animals, including dogs. San Luis Obispo County Animal Services says the business caught their attention during a recent inspection.
We do require every pet store to annually resubmit an application, and that involves then a inspection and evaluation of the facility, the quality that they're providing for the animals in terms of their care and housing and feeding.
SLO County Animal Services Manager Dr. Eric Anderson now says Animal Kingdom has 24 hours to prove their dogs come from a legitimate rescue or shelter or face fines at $500 per dog. According to pet dealer disclosure documents obtained by KSBY News, some of the puppies come from an organization called Bark Adoptions in Menifee, California. Bark Adoptions registered as a domestic nonprofit in California in November of 2018, but it has not received 501c3 status with the IRS. The state franchise tax board confirmed Bark Adoptions is not currently tax exempt in California. SLO County says that means Animal Kingdom may have been in violation of the law for nearly 2 months.
We've asked for some clarification and further information from Animal Kingdom.
So where does Bark Adoptions get its dogs? Over the course of several weeks, I've called and visited Animal Kingdom repeatedly to ask the owner himself.
Wondering if the owner, Adam Tipton, is around.
In my first call to Tipton on February 15th, he confirmed some of the dogs came from Bark Adoptions. When I tried to schedule an interview, I was told he would return my call. But after leaving 3 messages with him and not hearing back, I went into the pet store in Grover Beach. Employees told me he wasn't in. Again, I left a message, and again, I did not hear back. Veterinary inspection forms from Iowa's Department of Agriculture show some of the purebred dogs that go through Bark Adoptions come from a group called Rescue Pets Iowa.
If these documents are correct, that means these so-called rescue dogs are traveling from Ottumwa, Iowa, all the way to Menifee, California, which is near the city of Temecula in Southern California. Then they go to San Luis Obispo County, meaning these dogs are traveling at least 2,000 miles.
Why are they doing this? These rescues were formed to circumvent these laws, whether it's a municipal ordinance or it's state law. That's why these rescues were formed.
Deborah Howard is the president of Companion Animal Protection Society. She says dozens of pet stores across California get their dogs from Bark Adoptions and at least 2 other businesses.
Already, Animal Friends of the Valleys in Riverside County has gone in and issued 60 citations to the pet shops in their jurisdiction, which is mostly Temecula.
Experts are calling the shelters a loophole in the new law.
Commercial operations, which are working with puppy mills and sort of this factory breeding industry, have the potential of actually filing a documentation and getting themselves registered as a nonprofit organization, and then that organization becomes essentially a pass-through shell nonprofit.
It's something Howard is determined to change.
The next step is we're going to call on the legislature to amend this law. There was a loophole in this law that allowed these rescues to form.
Kelsey McFarland, KSBY News.
We left a message with Rescue Pets Iowa but have not heard back. We also tried to contact Bark Adoptions in Menifee using the number listed on their Facebook page. However, voicemail was not set up.